Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my review of episode 2 of the SupraChat for Miss Supranational 2023. Welcome! So we are now on episode 2 and it's getting exciting. The ladies that are on this group were Albania, Belgium, Germany, Gibraltar, Greece, Iceland, Netherlands, and Romania. And the entire and full video is uploaded on the Mr. and Miss Supranational YouTube page. So if you haven't seen episode 2, please go ahead and check them out. So for this video, I will be giving my reviews to all the responses of these candidates. And at the end of the video, I will be naming my top 3 favorites and my personal winner for this group. So let's begin with Albania. Clara Musabelliu. I commend Albania for trying her best to speak in English, but I wanted her to work on her delivery. She needs to avoid fillers like especially the long because it sounded a bit distracting while listening to her response. So for the general question, I have the same commentaries. Still eliminate as much as possible these fillers to make sure that the entire delivery is much better. And I also like how she thinks and how she answered the general question. She's making some strong points during her responses. So again, my only, areas of improvement is just to eliminate the fillers for a much better presentation and delivery of answers. But answer-wise, she's good. Next we have Belgium. Jana Meskins. I can really feel and see the comfort and confidence of Belgium in terms of public speaking. She made me feel confident that she can handle interviews quite well. Her responses in all rounds were pretty solid too, and to be honest, if ever Belgium goes as far as top 5, I believe she's one of the ladies that could really nail the question and answer based on how she responded to these questions. Next we have Germany. Maria Ignat. She's much better than what I was expecting. She speaks very well and can express her thoughts clearly and seems very confident in delivering her responses too. For the last question, I was just impressed. I love how she was very confident with her choice and how she stood by it and how she confidently defended her response, and she did that very, very well. So I really commend her, especially on the last question. Next we have Gibraltar. Michelle Lopez de Soisa. She's got a tough question in the second round, but I believe she handled it very, very well. I also appreciate that she gave an answer that was connected to her profession. I just wish she elaborated even more, or at least connect it. I mean, I know that she's a teacher, so I just wish that she made it more personal by giving a specific response, more specific response that would have made her response a bit stronger. For the last question, solid and clean delivery, although I was actually expecting a little bit more from her response. But good job to Gibraltar, a well-spoken woman, so she did well, in my opinion. Next we have Greece. Maria Colido. Let me just start by saying that it amazed me to hear someone speak the Greek language, because I can't remember anyone from Greece that speaks the native language. If I remember correctly, the previous representative spoke English, so it's the first time for me to hear Greek at Miss Supranational, and I loved it. Her answer was quite good, although it would have been better if it was presented with an impact. And for the last question, I really like her response. I am glad that the translator was able to translate her response very well, because it was definitely much better than the previous one. So good job to Greece. Next we have Iceland. Isabella Thorfalsdottir. what I love about Iceland is her consistency in talking about the issues that is very close to her, and that is organ donation. She always managed to talk about it for 2 rounds, and I can feel the sincerity in her when she talked about it. I'm not sure if I got it wrong or right, but I felt like she's about to cry as well. She's getting emotional talking about organ donation and talking about her experience, and we truly appreciate that, and I truly commend her for being honest and sharing her story to the public and making sure that whatever it is that's close to her heart, I mean, it's organ donation, she is helping raising awareness on how important it is. So thank you very much for that. For the last question, she started very strongly, but to be honest, I wasn't fully convinced by the last half. The first half was strong, the last half not as strong, but overall I still think she did very well. Next we have Netherlands. Luna Isabella Stienstra. Netherlands is also another impressive surprise. I love how honest and direct she is with her responses, and I also like her public speaking skills. I think for improvement purposes, the only thing that I would suggest is how she presents her thoughts. I mean, it was good, but I felt like with a much better presentation of response, her response would have been better, especially that in the finals there is a time limit, so it is always the best way to give a strong answer but also present it in a well presented manner. Finally, Romania. Ioana Hotaran. Romania gave me a very natural vibe. She appears very natural, honest, and sincere to me. Aside from her being fluent in expressing herself, she made this appear like a normal conversation, and it's just a breath of fresh air to see someone do that in an interview. She really gives me a message that she's calm, natural, and just being herself, which I truly commend. For the last question, I just think she is so likable. I like how she delivered her answers. I like how confident she is in presenting her answers, and I like the points that she's making. She proves on that round that you do not need to deliver a very deep answer. All you need to do is a simple answer, yet she was able to defend it very well and present it very clearly. So I love Romania for that. And to be honest, before I reveal my top 3, let me just say that wow, this episode 2 is a very strong and solid group, and the winner here could be anyone. So to me, this is my choice, but whoever wins, I think deserves it, because this could be anyone's game. That's why it's very important for you to vote on who you wanted to win episode 2. But for my choice, 3rd place goes to Iceland, Isabella Thorfalsdottir. My 2nd place goes to Germany, Maria Ignat. And my winner for episode 2 is Romania, Ioana Hotaran. So, what are your thoughts about the candidates that competed in episode 2? Who were your favorites? So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.